I'm telling you, if you go to a Technik or military museum in Germany, like 90% chance the first thing you're gonna see is a starfighter. Also, this kind of feels sketchy, just walking back here. I haven't seen another person yet. And this is only open once a month in the summer. Dude, look at this. Some kind of like bolt action. Super long barrel on that thing. 14.5 caliber. Theoretical 500 meter range. I mean, I would hope so with a barrel that long. Man, that's gotta be crazy to shoot. So we're pretty sure this is like a large heater that would have been maybe in a manufacturing warehouse or something, because it's been moved here. But it looks like the line for the gas just goes into the post, so like maybe it ran to a central tank that held fuel for the heaters. And then we've got this one-man bunker here. Really neat that it survived. Tiny little viewing port up there. You're not allowed in there. It's only for one man, not one woman.
Well,
before coming to museums here, I never knew that BMWs had the horizontally opposed engine, which I think is hilarious, because just looking at it sticking out on either side like that, just something about a nice big door, you know? Okay, the gentleman at the counter called this their small museum.
yeah.
This is fantastic. He was being very modest. Oh, man. The old Bible. Can you imagine just living in a crumbly wood hut like this?
No.
At least modern huts are made out of plywood instead of just raw tree. Oh, it says Schweden Mauser. It's Swedish.
Cool.
Up there, Mosin Nagant with the bayonet attached. That's pretty neat. 9130. And then the one below it is the shorter version. Just came around this corner and spooked myself because there was this big old gun pointing right at me. I don't even know what that is, but it's super cool looking. Look at the giant. It's the size of like a milk pail. And all the hats up there too. I'm guessing these are all just rusty guns that they dug up after the war, maybe. See them all?
Yeah.
Look at the size of this magazine over here. Whatever kind of round this is, it looks like it's made out of cement. I don't know if it was like a dummy round or... About plugs and switches.
That's more your stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. This one's all worn out, but dual language for U.S. military. And then this sign was a warning for an artillery target area. We should put more skulls on stuff. Why'd we stop doing that?
Right?
It's a little cobwebby, but... Yeah, so what they would do is they would sit in the middle there, and then when they go to use it, you would just immediately lose your hearing.
This one reminds me of a kid like playing hide and seek, you know, where you definitely can't see me.
They covered most of it, okay. Hey, what kind of bomb is this?
A really loud one.
These giant magazines. They're so big it's like almost comical. I want to drive this thing.
Right? It looks fun. Just all the old charts on the walls.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's so cool.
This is it. Kind of reminds me of the short circuit robot, the Johnny 5. I bet it's a blast to drive though. And then all these old. I think their dummy bombs are like practice bombs because they're made out of cement or concrete or heavy. Here's some more of them. They've really got this thing all set up, huh? Some kind of reflective thing. I think, if I remember correctly, these gas cans or oil cans, they were originally like a German design, I think.
Oh.
And it was so good, common, useful, about as good as you could design a can that like everyone just copied it. Because if you look at American gas cans or fuel cans now, they just kind of look like that because they're just good. It's a whole bunch of grenade boxes. That's so cool. It says 10 grenades on it. Hand grenades. Look at the little cutouts. Like, you know how some people have those cases for their Hot Wheels? What do you got, grenades? That guy's been all shot up. Just the three best friends. Look at these things.
These for your cupcakes?
Yeah, it's a tactical cupcake holder. Look at this D-mill job. They just a little bit of metal welded in there. I think what it does, it's a sight for flak for anti-aircraft, but I think what it does is you would be able to put the target in view, and it could provide distance and speed, I think.
Oh, interesting.
Using maths. I don't exactly know. Have to look it up later. You're right though, the foot rests are so much bigger than the seat. But you look confused. He looks
conversation.
He actually looks pretty confident. He's confidently waving. It's a little toolkit for something. You see that the storage area for the one screwdriver is just in the cover.
Yes.
Yeah, I think just Cold War aesthetic in general.
Yes.
Whether it's made out of wood, plastic, metal, concrete. Leopard piston. Ooh.
Danger box.
This is the same thing as what we were looking at over there, but this is from a Leopard tank instead of anti-aircraft. That's really neat. So it's like a training aid for the M113. And I'm guessing you could set up different situations with the buttons. They were testing reducing it said the tank crew from 4 to 2. Yeah. So this was an experimental tank for the Leopard tank where there were only 2 crew members. And this was the way that they tested it. There wasn't any armament on it, but it was designed to see if 2 men could run the tank with an automatic loader and camera systems instead of the regular old school way with a person loading it and with mirrors. More training aids. Well, training aids, more simulators. This one's closed. I don't know. I'm going to ask if I can look inside of it. So for the driver would train on this. Yeah. Oh, and I see the screens right there to the viewfinders or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's so cool. Man.
You got this whole big old truck, and you need a safety pin to hold it together.
It just keeps going. I thought I was to the last tank, and nope, there was another tank, and then another tank. I don't know why, but seeing the outside view of the little driver's periscopes is kind of creepy looking. This one looks hungry. Like it wants to eat humans. They've got the little covers over all the seats to keep the mud out.
Oh, that's cool.
It's so muddy though. There's just mud everywhere. Oh. There's a spooky guy over here. This one's lit a little bit better. You can see all the way to the front. There's so much room for activities in there. Still got to be like one of my faves. Look at this one. It's got like little rockets, little pop-up rocket launcher. It's got one eye open. Looks like they're just cutting the mud off these things. They only run them once a year. And the guy was saying that they spend the rest of the year making sure that they're able to run for next year. This one also has a little rocket. And Amazon Prime. This is the one when your mom says you have to bring your little brother along.
Yeah.
It's just treads that are basically wrapped around 4 tires on each side. That's really neat. I wonder what the failure rate is of that.
Do you think these are important?
Yes. I would laugh, but I've literally done that kind of thing. Look, you tape them where you need them, okay?
Yeah, don't forget them.
If a platypus was an armored vehicle. It's hydraulic and it goes down like the way the blade on an earth mover would.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's for, but it looks like it can just go down to the ground. I don't know why I was expecting anything different, but it's just a cavern in here. Maybe I thought they'd have like some arcade games or something to do. The tiny little window. Looks uncomfortable.
Aber hier zeigt es sich, dass die Einstellung zur Disziplin bereits stärker geworden ist. Also lässt man den Zug sausen. Er hat seinen, ich meinen Fahrplan, sagt man sie eben.
What do you think they do with that big whisk up there?
That's for the largest bowl of scrambled eggs you've ever had in your life. So he said the bull symbol, that's the owner. So like he put that on all the ones that he owns personally.
Oh, that makes sense.
And then the other symbols like above them or near them is the unit symbol from when it was in the army. So like it has like a battalion and like a unit number, I guess, or maybe a company number. And then the big old spade that's on the back that comes down is for just in placing it in the earth. Like it's like a earth break kind of to keep it stable.
Habe ich noch nie gehört, ehrlich gesagt.
Thing that we did.
Yeah, it's like the arcade game at Can Wonderland that we played. Where the car is mechanically connected to the driver. It says 1950, 1960 driving school. I would totally drive that.
That's awesome.
Whoa, typewriters. Dude. That just looks so weird sitting next to that truck.
Right? Just like a sea of green, and then there's like
A big old pink caddy. That is the strangest juxtaposition I think I've experienced in a while. Made in Georgia. It says look with your eyes, not with your fingers. It's so neat. I love the simplicity of their unit symbols.
Yeah.
There's another one over here. The one he showed me on the Gepard.
I like that.
Yeah. Like if you don't know what that is, you don't know. But if you know, you know, you know?
Yeah.
The one on the Gepard was just like a half circle. Watch out.
Yeah.
And it meant air defense. So it was like a dome. He called it a sky shield. But yeah, if you didn't know that, you'd be like, oh, it's just like a half circle in a box. Okay, we don't know what these are, but we came around the corner. This is an oven on a trailer. And that's amazing. It's like a mobile bakery for making bakery stuff.
How many loaves of bread?
Dude, can you imagine fresh made bread when you're out in the field because you brought the oven along? That is definitely the coolest Trabant I've ever seen.
Right?
Also, did you see the gas pedal is basically just a stick?
No.
I don't know what happened there. Racing seats.
Wee-woo.
It's super weird. I thought there was a box there, but I can't see anything. I can't. There's stuff in here, huh? I wonder what they're working on. Maybe this is like their private collection or something. It's either surplus or overflow, yeah, or maybe extra parts.